What's going on, everybody? We are back with a Nanami beginner tutorial. So we're going to be going over all of his moves, some techs you can do with him, the ratio technique as a whole, how it works, what you can do to really get the most out of Nanami's kit. So we'll be starting off with his first move, Cleaving Whirlwind. Now, Cleaving Whirlwind is a dash forward with a down slash. If it connects, it will ragdoll whoever you hit like this, which is pretty good for keeping him down. You can dash over and use stabilize, force him back up. Two moves in, I'd say, pretty decent combo. It's not the best, it's not the worst. If you just want some quick damage, you get your quick damage. It's alright. Now, when the ratio is on, obviously it does a bit more damage, but the main part is it now goes through block. I'll show you. See, now it goes through block, which makes it a lot better for just getting in, playing aggressively, getting your damage done on your enemy as soon as you can. Now, with Cleaving Whirlwind, one thing to note is it can hit ragdoll, so you can do that and then straight up into stabilize, so you get some quick damage. It's about the same as the other one, but it lets you continue a combo a bit more. It's not the most useful thing, but I do quite enjoy, I'd say, having it. There you go. You can do that as well. If you turn on ratio, you can get a uppercut black flash, which launches them straight into the path of Cleaving Whirlwind. So as long as you don't turn your camera, you just press 1, you'll go straight into them. I'll do it again. And there you go. You get a bit of damage. It's pretty easy to do. It requires like no thinking power. You'll just get some damage in. Now for Nanami's 2, we have Severance Kick, which has a front variant and a back variant. Now, with the front variant, what you want to keep in mind, for the most part, is it's blockable. They'll take the knockback, but they won't get stunned and they won't take damage. But if you substitute that for the back variant, like that, they still take the damage and the stun, which makes it quite good for mixing up your attacks, confusing your enemy. I would say Stabilizing Kick, very versatile, very good. Just be careful of using the front variant because it is blockable, like I said. Now, if you turn on the ratio variant, of course, it's still blockable for the front, but if you hit them with the back kick, they're stunned for a little bit longer now. I would say don't use the ratio with Severance Kick. It doesn't do much, so it is kind of a waste of your ratio and we'll put it on cooldown for, I don't know, like 7 seconds, however long it is. So just be aware of that. Another thing with Blunt Kick, however, is not Blunt Kick, Severance Kick, I mean, sorry. Severance Kick. If you immediately use Blunt Cut, not the air variant, if you immediately use Blunt Cut, you'll follow up instantly. That's unreactable. You cannot fight against that. It will guaranteed hit. It's completely true. And it gives you a little bit of extra damage. You're with your enemy now, so pull it up how you like. But you're not really in range for much, if I'm honest. Because you can kind of do that. If you step back, you can walk. It's still not true, but if your enemy's not really paying attention, you'll get a bit of extra damage. Your Severance Kick, overall, good move, good versatility, good switch up, bad for just raw getting damage in. Blunt Cut is the exact opposite of this, and is good for just launching yourself, just getting damage in immediately. And it also comes with a really unique effect of if they block and you have ratio on, his leg's now cut off. And what this does is makes it so he can't dash and he can't evasive for, I think it's about 6 to 7 seconds. No, 6, 7, just it is. And then we have the air variant, which if it's blocked will also cut leg off. Now it doesn't do it for less time, and it's just sort of worse than the ground variant, if I'm honest. But one thing is, with cutting off the limbs, you can also cut off the arm, but it'll come straight after doing the leg. And if I get on the right guy, like this, and then like that, or not. I don't know why it's not done it, but you can chop off the arm, which makes it so their block has a much smaller hitbox. It's like, for example, you can't hit this guy like this, but if they had the arm missing, not missing, but like loose, this would hit. You'd be hitting them with M1 there. So it is pretty good. Blunt cut is, I would say, the best move in this kit. It is really good. Requires no thinking. Insane front hitbox. Yeah, like, it's just, you can't fight this move. Unless you have a counter, it's almost guaranteed going off. If you try, like, if you're fighting someone, and they try dash to get out of it while you're winding it up, just hold it for a bit longer. Once that dash is up, you can just go. You just get free damage. It is really good move. With the air variant, it is the worst variant, like I've said, but you can do 4 M1s into it. It is true. You get a bit of extra damage. Not the most damage, but it's pretty nice to have. Just in case, like, if the rest of your moves are on cooldown, you can do that. You get some extra damage. Now for stabilize, which is his 4th move, you can do something like this. There you go. It picks up from ragdoll and pushes them back. I think it's the same distance as Severance Kick. We just do a test. No, I think Severance Kick's further. Yeah, about half the distance of Severance Kick. Now with stabilize, the ratio variant is very good. Makes that true. As long as you do it fast enough. If you don't do it fast enough, it's not true. You have to do Cleaving Whirlwind immediately. But you get decent damage. That stun for stabilize is just insane. It stuns for like maybe 2 seconds. So very high stun. Very easy to hit. If you use it raw like that, you can still do Cleaving Whirlwind. If I actually hit it. But see, yeah, you can see it's not true. You can see the green. But you can do it. There is a good chance it'll hit if your enemy's not expecting it. If they're expecting it, sure, they'll probably block it. But you can get it off sometimes. With stabilizer, though, what I like to do is you can hit an uppercut, hit that, and then follow it up with Cleaving Whirlwind. There we go. See, it's not true, but I just like to do it. It gets you a bit of damage. It can confuse your enemies sometimes. But what I would say is, for the enemy, your best move is definitely Blunt Cut. You're free. I would argue probably one of the best moves currently in the game for any base character's kit. Severance Kick, very good, very versatile, good switch up, good just all round, to be honest. Cleaving Whirlwind, I would say it is the worst of his kit, but that does not mean it's bad. It is, honestly, it's a, I'd say it's a middle tier move. It's pretty good. It's got his perks, but you can just, it's easily blockable. Like, if you're using it raw, then expect your enemy to block it, and it's very easily punishable as well. If they block it, then they're probably going to get you an M1. Stabilize, I'd say it's one of his middle tier moves. With Severance Kick, I'd say it's his probably his third best move. It's good for all round, to be honest, but like with Severance Kick, it is blockable, which means it's not very good if you're using it raw. If you're using it any other time, any other situation, then it's a completely different story. It's very good, very versatile. Well, very versatile with other moves. On its own, not really, because you know it's just that. It's not got anything to it really. But yeah, Nanami, general breakdown there. But yeah, right, so that was basically the rundown of his moves. For a combo, we'll do this. This is what I would recommend. So 3 M1, stabilize, whirlwind, down variant, backdash, Severance Kick. 50% true combo. It's obviously, it's not the best because it doesn't do much damage. It's nothing comparable to, like, say, Chozo, Gojo, or Yuji. You can't get that damage in one combo with Nanami. I would say generally he's more of a neutral character. He's got good neutral ground, long range. Yeah, both his moves long range. Knocks back. He's good for keeping control over your enemy, I would say. Oh, is something I forgot to tell you actually about Severance Kick. If your opponent is dashing and you catch them with Severance Kick, they're stunned for, I think it's the same time as Stabilize's ratio variant, so about 2 seconds. Very good. If you can catch someone out with it, you should definitely try it. It is really good to hit. But yeah, generally that's I would say those are the main tips for Nanami. You need to just really experience how his moves flow together, and you'll get him down pretty quickly. He's not complex in his moves. He's more complex in most people would have to change their playstyle, especially if you play characters like, if you play someone like Yuji or Hikari maybe, definitely Todo. You have to change from playing like the aggressor and constantly being on your enemy to letting them come to you. You have to be keeping your distance. Don't keep too far so you can still dash in when you need to, like, suddenly, like that. But don't stay, like, you can't stay this distance. You'll just get countered. He is not good for just close quarters combat. You want to keep your distance and you want to keep the range in your favour, not your enemy's favour. If you're fighting someone, say, go with Megumi and Gojo, they have range abilities, so they can sort of just like take your range and use it for them. With Megumi, I would say that's when you can play aggressive. That's when you can be constantly on them, down slamming, stabilizing, whirlwind. You have the kit sometimes. Most of the time you don't have the kit for it. With Gojo, because he's a middle tier fighter, like he's a middle ground fighter, he's got close range, he's got long range. I would say don't stay close, don't stay far, stay about a middle range. You want to be just out of range of two-fold kick and rapid punches, but you want to be in range of being able to just go like that and getting on them in a minute, like just instantly. As long as you can get your distancing down, get your playstyle down, and understand how his moves flow together, you'll have no trouble with Nanami. He's a very good character. Most people will tell you that he is a bad character. If they're telling you he's a bad character, they don't know how to play him. Nanami he's not a top tier character. By no means is he a top tier character. He's a middle tier character with high tier character potential, depending on how you play as the player. He has the kit. If you have the skill, he has the kit for you to be good with. But you need to understand his kit, and you need to learn how to use it efficiently from getting experience with it. I would say play some duels, do some casuals, do some ranked, just get him down in 1v1s, learn how he plays. Once you got that down, you'll have no trouble with him. I would say, honestly, right now he's my favourite character. He's really fun to play once you know him. The combos, the finishers, like, he's great. Hang on, I'll show you guys the finisher. Look at it. Look at that. But yeah, he's a very good character. I would recommend him to. I'd recommend him to middle tier players. If you've played a Battlegrounds game before, I'd say if you have like, from my kills, I have only 1,000 in JJS, but in other Battlegrounds it totals to like well over 10,000. So I would say, if you've got 1,000, if you've got 800, that's where Nanami starts becoming more of a viable character for you to play. You've got the fundamentals down. You've got how the game plays down. You just need to practice with the character in specific. For lower kill players, if you're low kill and someone who just has experience from other Battlegrounds games, I would say you will probably be fine with Nanami. If you're low kills and it's like you've just started playing, like this is one of your first Battlegrounds games, or it is your first Battlegrounds game, I would say stay away from Nanami for a bit, learn the game, learn how it plays, get a feel for everything, then give Nanami a try. I think you'll have a much better time learning how he plays once you've got the fundamentals of the game down. For high kill tiers, yeah, you know how the game plays, you know how it works, you'll get his moves down pretty quickly. If you're someone who doesn't really understand how to learn a character, I would say get a friend, go in a private server, go play against your friend for a bit, make sure they're on someone who they know so that you can actually get the experience of learning where you're making your mistakes. But just play with a friend for a bit, learn how your character plays, get him down, get some, just get some experience really. But once you've got that, I would say you'll be fine. You'll be fine once you've got that. But yeah, that's generally a quick Nanami beginner tutorial. If you have any comments or any questions, just go ahead and comment. My Discord is in my YouTube bio. If you do want to DM me with any questions, I will respond to you. Just tell me what your question is, what you need, and I'll do my best to help you. If I can't help you, I'll try my best to find someone who can help you, and I'll try and get the answer back to you. But yeah, that's it for this video, I would say. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you some other time.